Dungeons and Dragons. Listen, it's a group hang. It's a millennial thing, all right, Zeki? I know you don't get it, but it's a millennial thing. We just hang out as friends. As a group. It's cool. It's very non-pressured. We're just chilling as people, man. That's it.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. I mean, you were Baba Yaga an episode ago, so I don't know, thousands of years old or also 29. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're just hanging out. Welcome back to the Natural Ones podcast, everybody. It's your favorite DM, Zektown here. And with me, as always, is Aiden, Jerry, and Pat.
What's up?
What up, what up?
How is it going, guys?
Awesome, man.
Oh, I'm so happy to play tonight. This is super exciting. So what happened the last time we played? We are pretty good. We're back on track. Every couple weeks we're playing, right? So it should be relatively fresh what happened last time. Hopefully you guys took some notes as well.
Of course we did. We're avid note takers.
Hugh can't read.
And Jerry plays in character.
Method acting the whole way.
How did you read that demon book then?
It spoke to me telepathically.
I see. Well, I mean, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But what happened the last time we played? I believe we started out the session at the docks.
Yes, and so we talked to Bet's Steel Line, and she kind of pointed us towards the Hunter's Point, and we met Hera Hugan.
Yeah.
Who was Hugh's relative. We met a couple of the hunters in there, Grengir Irony, also a guy called Ken, not nearly as just as his regular Ken. He said this bandits had red eyes. So we were asking them what was going on with the bandits, and he has said the bandits had red eyes. A dozen or so attacked and killed a hunter with an arrow. They had followed a 10-foot wide path to the mountain, but turned around. Grizz was super hitting on Ingrid Thodfist.
Oh, yes.
Who's a female half giant. And she had said she concurs with Ken and said that Old Gray is spreading rumors at the Salt Lick Inn. And we met Earlish, Vale, Bloodhand, and Talia as well at the Hunter's Lodge. And then we ended up at the Salt Lick Inn, and we were just hanging out, eating, and enjoying people's company. That's what I remember.
I believe Ingrid came with you?
Yes.
To the Salt Lick Inn?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. And if I recall, Hugh had also done a little side shopping excursion.
Yes, I made how many? I made sleep bombs and smoke bombs using some gunpowder and the cookies I stole from Baba Yaga.
Yes. I do not.
Oh, and the smoke bombs were made with the dye that I got at the shop. So
that you heavily overpaid for, probably.
That I paid a man's. I look at it as sending a man to an early retirement. Hugh is a philanthropist.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, that was super funny because you had like the awkward experience of going around with your great however many times removed granddaughter, maybe.
Yes.
So that's kind of fun. And then yes, we went to the inn. You spoke to Mercy, the bartender, who was a little standoffish, looking a little mysterious to you. And then I believe Gris, you had actually just walked over to Gray Gull and were about to start speaking with him, if I remember correctly.
Sure. I don't remember Grey Gull, but that's certainly possible.
He was the tired sea dog sitting in those overstuffed chairs by the fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He looked kind of like freaked. He looked like he was he had a lot on his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that he I think.
Is that also Old Gray? Is it the same guy?
Yeah, same guy. Same guy.
Okay. Yep.
He had seen some things when he was out on the waters, and it's like freaked him out. And now he tells people these stories of what he's seen.
Okay.
So that's where we'll pick up. You, like I was just saying, you walk up to this guy. He is sitting in these overstuffed chairs by the fire, sipping on a beer very slowly. It looks like it's like there's no more condensation on the glass. Like he's been sitting there for a little while now. His beer is no longer cold, and he kind of almost doesn't notice that you're there whenever you first walk up, but kind of snaps to it a little bit as you start standing in front of him.
I'm gonna. Is there like an open chair next to him?
Yes, there is.
All right. I'm gonna motion over to Aang and see if he'll come sit down with us and talk to Old Gray.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me
You don't want Hugh to join?
No, I don't want you to join.
Oh.
He was doing his own thing.
Oh,
am I
that's
still?
right.
Am I?
Yeah,
Am I still up in my room?
Yeah, you had gone up to your room. You were making bombs. That's right. Sorry, my mistake. So, Aang, what did you say again? Sorry.
Just gonna slide on over at the table there with him.
Okay.
Hi, stranger. I believe your name is Gray. We've heard some things about you, and well, let me get through the introductions first. My name's Grizz. This is my associate Aang. We are new to Kellum. We heard that there was an explosion, and you've had some issues with bandits and attackers, and well, we'd like to know, kind of what you saw. We heard you might have witnessed what was going on.
I've seen some things on the water. I am a fishing captain, you see. You said your name was Gris, and yours was Aang?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's correct.
What do you two know about spirits?
Myself, not a whole lot. Aang, do you have any understanding of spirits?
Can't say as I've really come across any in my day.
Oh, I see. And what about the city of Umblin?
Nope. Umblin? That doesn't sound familiar.
Are you from the north, and is this for your first time coming south?
For me, yes. I'm actually fairly new to this land, and just made my way here. Yes.
You don't see very many foreigners.
Yeah, well, I like to get around and see the world, and well, that brought me to Kellum.
Interesting. And what about you?
I've made my way around. I'm from up north, the true north.
Yes, most of the Dragonborn found their way up there after, well, that's another story. The story I have for you revolves around the Cursed City.
Cursed City?
Yes, Umblin, the Cursed City. It's related, I see. Let me explain. A few weeks ago when I was out trawling and trying to bring in my catch for the day, the fog had rolled in pretty heavy, and it was not yet light out. It was still pretty dark. All of a sudden, in the fog, I saw a ship illuminated in an unholy pinkish purple mist about it. But it was a ship, I swear to you, I saw it. And I think it's I reckon that, it's Baron Lackless, the old governing privateer of Umblin. This is related to the rest of the story I'm about to impart on you, so that way you know if you're out on the waters. I mean, I see your regalia there, and he points to you, Gris. You're from the Queen? The Queen sent you?
Yeah, we have a loose arrangement with the Queen, and well, we're here to solve any. We're problem solvers, That's kind of what we do.
Well, I don't know how loose of a term it would be if you wear the regalia of the Rose Guard. There haven't been any of them in quite some time.
Well, you could say that we impressed her pretty significantly, and well, she's taken us into her employ. And where there's gold, you'll find me. So
I see. Times must be changing if the Queen has employed the Rose Guard once more.
Yeah, you could say that she has some concerns, and again, Kellum was on the list, and well, we're here. So, this Baron Lackless, is he he's a former governor, or?
Yes. Hundreds of years ago, he was the governing privateer of the city of Umblin. It was what you would call a pirate port, and there's an old story that goes along with the city, and it goes like this. Umblin loomed on the southern cape. Not a soul stirs from Kelemvor's last scrape. A fire's kiss seduced the town. In love it fell, everyone spellbound. Old Lackless smiled as he watched it burn. The devil danced and promised a return. But when we hope to never learn. But every while there are light dances in the fog, a forgotten damned crew deep into their grog. See, they just happened to dock at the wrong time, and they didn't belong with the rest of the devil kind. Kalemvor damned what he had tried to save, and now no one can live, the city that sits as a grave.
Well, that's a cute little tale. I'm sure it scares lots of children, but what exactly are you getting at here? Is there a city of the dead that's Umblin now? I find that I've seen a lot in my life, and that would take the cake, I think.
And honestly, we've dealt with enough dead people to satisfy my lifetime for a while.
Oh, you don't believe me, an old fisherman? You think I'm full of wives' tales and whale stories? Well,
you know,
you want some proof? Go look at those brine pools. They burned for 3 days with purple smoke. You think that's a coincidence?
I mean, maybe. Unusual activity in a brine pool. I don't know if I'd buy that it indicates
It's
there's a.
not the brine pool, it's the explosion.
Tell us about the explosion then. Did you witness the explosion itself?
No, I was out at sea. Obviously, I'm a fisherman. Why would I be at the brine pools?
I don't.
You know an awful lot about these brine pools for not being around them.
All I'm saying is, as the story goes, old Lackless, he kind of went a little mad and danced as his city burned to the ground. Maybe from the grave he's trying to burn another one down.
Do you think that Lackless has a vendetta against Kellum?
Kelemvor supposedly sent all of the damned away. That's when he ascended to godhood. But I'm sure you've been to the temple and have heard that.
We actually have not made our way to the temple yet.
Ah, well, they'll tell you the same. Kelemvor died and ascended to the astral sea, and Umblin is the reason that happened.
All because of this pirate guy, huh?
He made a deal with the devil. I dare not speak his name.
The devil. You're not talking about Big B, are you?
That's a demon, laddie.
Okay.
I speak of a devil.
Yeah, come on, aren't you supposed to know these things?
Yeah, well, I had a couple beers. What do you want from me?
Asmodeus. He whispers to you. The devil himself.
We know that name, right?
I believe Aang's hammer is called Asmodeus's sorrow.
Yes, but do we have any more information about Asmodeus? I know that's why I'm saying I know the name, but I don't know anything behind it.
I don't think you guys have tried to look up anything about Asmodeus. You've been searching up everything that you know about the Big B, the Big Baphomet that you released.
Hey, supposedly.
But the reason that Asmodeus' name has come up before is because of whenever you were in Gallus and you were in the old town and the Darrow were chanting.
Right.
So if you recall when you were in Gallus, I'm trying to find the exact, I don't want to butcher the quote. So many notes, guys. It's wonderful. Here it is. Before the second sun was done, it turned a bloody red. Demons came and ruled in the name of our Dark Lord Baphomet. Before the second sun was done, it shined a bloody red. Asmodeus did cry and lost an eye, and the door was locked again. Before the second sun was done, the Lord Baphomet had said, he will come back upon the crack when the deal is met.
Okay. So Asmodeus and Baphomet may have also been in some kind of...
There may have been
something.
some conflict there between the two of them.
So tell me, guy, you seem to know a lot about this devil. What can you tell me about this hammer that bears his name? I pull my hammer out in front of him and show him Asmodeus' sorrow.
Make a persuasion check, like a charisma check for me. A 2, you say, huh?
Apparently.
I don't know anything about a bloody hammer.
Just seems like you would.
I've spent my life on the sea, and the stories associated with that. Everyone knows the story of Umblin around here. It's a ghost town. It's cursed. No one goes there. And from what I hear from those hunters, from Hunter's Point, it seems the roads down that way leading to there have been getting worse these days. Now, if you were... I dare not even go back onto the water, but if I had some protection, someone who I knew could protect me from ghosts, some spirits, and those unholy abominations, I'd consider going back out. And if you are tasked by the Queen to do such things, do her bidding, aiding her citizens, we might be able to come up with something.
I'll look at Aang and be like, what do you think? You up for some fucking ghost busting?
Well, something tells me I'm not exactly equipped for ghost busting, but I think our little friend up in his room is probably pretty equipped for it.
Yeah, I think we can work something out here. You prefer to be called Gray?
Yes, call me Captain Gray.
Captain Gray. All right, Captain Gray. I think we can to work out an arrangement here. So you would take us to Umblin, just so I understand you.
I would take you as far south as Umblin, but I dare not step foot on those lands myself.
So maybe you sit offshore, and we could take a small craft into the town ourselves and see what's going on.
Sure, yes, a little dinghy.
Yeah, dinghy, sure. I'm gonna turn to Aang, and what time is it? It's like getting towards the evening, right? At this point.
Yeah, I think so.
Aang, what do you think? Is this something you want to do?
Sounds like it's her next best option.
What do you know about these creatures with red eyes? Do you know anything about that?
Nothing but what the hunters tell me, but if they're coming from Umblin, maybe they're devils.
What's the best way to go about fighting devils?
Maybe a cleric, maybe over at the temple they'll be able to tell you more, but devils aren't my game.
Yeah.
Alright, I think before we head out on this little excursion, we should pay a visit over to the temple.
Yeah, I agree. We probably have a little bit more research to do. Captain, would we be able to meet you here, say in a day's time, tomorrow evening, and finalize plans then?
I'll be here. I'm not going out there again until I have someone else with me.
All right, I'll stand up and I'll offer my hand.
For the first time, you see some life dance back into his eyes as he stands up and shakes your hand firmly. Although you can kind of see there's still a little bit of apprehension on his face, like he's definitely nervous to go back out.
I'm gonna give him a super strong handshake to convince him that we're up to the task.
He kind of a warmth washes over him a little bit as you emphasize that he gets the nonverbal communication. Is what I'm saying.
Hell yeah. All right, Aang, I think maybe we should go loop in Hugh and let him know what's going on, and then maybe take a trip to the temple before we turn in for the night.
Yeah, I think we should at least see what he was so eager to do with that soil.
Yeah, I'm sure he's up to some mischief. Before we go talk to Hugh, is Ingrid still hanging out, right?
She is. She's talking to Mercy, the bartender, as well as a couple of the other hunters that are at the bar.
Can I get her attention? Just like
sure.
I walk
just wanna
away
talk
at
to
this
her.
point, so that way he has a little alone time.
Yeah.
Oh wow, very nice.
I just want to talk to Ingrid and kind of tell her, hey, Ingrid, this has been a really just wonderful afternoon into evening with you, but it seems like duty calls right now, and Aang and I and Hugh have some research to do, and it seems we might be leaving with Captain Gray over the next day or two to take a trip into Umblin. He seems to be convinced that there's some kind of disturbance there that's been affecting the town. So I wanted to, thank you for your company this evening and say it was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we can do this again when we return.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine.
And I'll kind of give her a head nod, and I'm gonna turn back and go walk towards Aang.
She reaches out and grabs your forearm as you turn away. Chris,
Yeah.
be careful. Umblin is very dangerous.
Yeah, that's I mean, Gray isn't even man enough to get to the shore with us, so I can imagine that that it's gonna be it's gonna be difficult. Is there any advice you can give us? Gray didn't have a ton of information on that. Well, I guess he had a lot of information on the city itself, but didn't really have much in the way of advice for getting our way through it.
There's not many people who do know much about Umblin. It's kind of a taboo to go there. No one. We stay 50 miles from the city whenever we go on our hunting excursions.
Well, maybe once we're done there, it'll be you won't need to avoid it as much. That's what the hope is anyway. That's why we're here. Like I said, we're problem solvers. So.
Oh, Chris.
I'll give her a wink and I'll turn back to Aang.
She blushes a little bit on her pale bluish, light blue skin, and turns back to her companions, the other hunters, as you go off.
And I'll tell Aang, let's get Hugh.
Let's go see what he's up to. Hope he hasn't tried to blow up the building at all or anything.
Not yet, anyways.
Hugh's getting some shut-eye now before we have to go do our job.
Wait, you're sleeping?
Oh, I finished making my bombs, so I was sleeping, yeah. You guys should have been sleeping. We have to be at work soon.
It's... Oh, wait, weren't we supposed to do something tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You're working at the auction house.
Oh, no. That's right, I forgot about that.
So,
All right, I guess maybe
So Gray should get disadvantage for being drunk on the job.
I'm not drunk. All right, maybe we
you
should...
just said you had a couple beers as an excuse for not knowing stuff.
All right, that's fair. Should we, I'll turn to Aang and be like, naps? Like, naps?
Naps and water. I think that's due.
All right, I'm gonna go to my room and take a nap.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
We don't have to be there till late, so we got like 5-6 hours to sober up. We should be fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, no, you don't. You probably only have like 2 hours, but it's fine.
Who hasn't worked mildly buzzed before?
Not I. Definitely not I.
Just me? Okay.
So a couple hours pass, and Aang, you're actually Hugh. You had the longest time to rest. You wake up with a start with a very strong urge that there is something you had to do.
Up and at 'em, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna be late. And I start just pounding on Grizz and Aang's doors.
Shut the fuck up. God.
You guys are gonna spoil my big chance here. I need you all to be on your tip-top game. Let's go. I'm gonna.
Fine.
I open the door and just throw Scarl into bed with.
I like how you think I just leave doors unlocked around you. It doesn't happen.
Did Aang lock his door? I don't think so. Do these doors even have locks? Of
course
it's the
they
Middle
do.
Ages.
They do have locks, yes.
With you, we always lock doors.
You didn't say it technically.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
So I'm guessing, Hugh, you're just like knocking on their doors then to wake them up?
Yeah, I'm gonna start blowing the hinges off if they don't get up soon.
Alright, it's up to you guys to wake up then.
Yeah, I'm coming to the door.
Yeah,
I'll-
wake
I'll-
up
yeah.
and come over there.
All right, we ready? We gotta get down to the docks.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, start making our way down. Making my way downtown.
Yeah, I mean, you technically really are actually making your way downtown. At this point, the city, for the most part, has shut down. The entire dock market has closed up for the night. It's well into the evening at this point. I believe you were supposed to meet up over at the docks at like what we would equate to be like 11 o'clock or something like that. It's been a little while since we had that session, so I'm trying to remember those notes. But I think it was like around like 11 o'clock-ish, something like that. So you get over there and you walk up to the trade house itself. You see a large flag with the UTC logo on it flying in the strong breeze off the water. And you open it up and you see a fairly luxurious looking entry room in front of what you see on the other side of this little waiting area are three doors. There's one on the right, one on the left, and one in the center. I mean, pretty straightforward for that. But they're all opposite of you. There's no side entrances or anything like that. And the center door itself is wide open. There's 2 double doors, and you can see a large area where there is a stage with several items already waiting up on this stage, and two, from what you can see, large rectangular sections of chairs for people who are bidding on auction items to be able to sit down. Running in and around that room and walking up a staircase and coming right back down the staircase to your left is Bet's Steelline. She looks a little hectic. She's running around pretty quickly, waving her arms, her one hand, and her hook hand around, barking out orders at some of the other people who are getting things together for tonight. You can also see several other, probably buyers. They're wearing tuxedos and gowns to this affair. It seems like it's a pretty high stakes, high tension atmosphere that you are walking yourself into, and get ready to buckle yourselves up for the evening.
All right.
Hugh would like to pay close attention to the items on display. Can I discern anything about them?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Ooh.
A 14. A 14 is good enough for you to roll 3 D100s.
3 D100.
Correct.
Sounds like a good time.
33, 97, and 96.
33, 97, 96. Wow, 2 very high rolls. That's pretty awesome. So the first thing that you kind of can clearly see from where you're standing in the back, almost outside of this main auction room, is a statue. It looks like it is a 3-foot pure silver statue of a dragon, and it looks pretty gosh darn shiny. The next thing that you can see is it's not like a platter tray kind of thing, but it is a large block of wood that has velvet covering on the inside of it, almost like a very shallow box, and within it are what look like a dozen pieces of a shattered sword.
Are there any markings on it or anything?
What's your passive perception, Gris? Out of curiosity.
It is. Where is it on this sheet? Uno momento. Let's see my passive. I know it's on here somewhere. Oh, 11. Not great.
So it's an 11. You can't really help Hugh out. Like, you can't point anything out to him as he's doing this check. But you definitely notice that Hugh is looking at shiny things at the back end of the room. And Hugh, you can actually make out still that it used to be this beautifully well-crafted sword, and it is in these 12 shattered and jagged looking pieces. The blade has definitely been cracked, but it could probably be reforged. Maybe there's some story behind it, and that's why it's the way it's presented for this auction tonight. And the last thing that you can kind of see, and it really sticks out to you because it's a very small box next to the silver dragon statue that you saw, but on this little small rectangular, square box, you see a round ring sticking out of the top from this ring holder, and what's really crazy about it is it seems like it's sitting there in front of that silver dragon, and it looks kind of like the light that's reflected off of the dragon is a little bit duller. That's actually what sticks out to you more than the ring itself. It seems that the light around this little black box seems to kind of be off, and it's almost like it's being pulled towards the ring.
Hugh's gonna kind of take a step back from everyone and just casually off to the side start mixing his dyes and bags of dirt into various colors.
So you're taking your dirt and you're putting more.
I'm taking my dyes and I'm adding different dyes to different bags of dirt.
not sure what you're gonna do with the dirt because those aren't the bombs. So,
They're not.
okay, just so we're clear for the audience and the DM. No, that's fine. Yeah, you do that. Bets notices you doing this and kind of tilts her head a little bit. It's like, oh, I'm glad you guys are here. You're just in time. The person I have assigned for you tonight is over in that private room there on the right. Downstairs, not the upstairs room. You'll be happy to know his name is Haas. He's kind of a high roller, this guy. He's not from the Roselands. So do your best to not ask him any questions. Don't be rude. Remember, you're being hired tonight. These people thrive on being discreet, and we can't have anything disturbing that. It is of the utmost importance, and remember, I am paying you.
Right. And just so we're clear, we're just basically running interference for him. We're just security, essentially.
Yeah, you make sure that if he bids on anything, that you can take his funds to the table for authentication and for the finalizing of all sales, and you bring the items back to him. That kind of thing, you know.
Yep, easy enough.
I figured. That's why I usually hire deckhands, but they were all out drinking already.
Okay.
So do you guys go and enter into this room?
Yeah, I go in and I humbly present myself.
How do you present yourself?
Yeah, please describe this a little bit.
I step into the room and I take my tin pot hat off and hold it in between my hands at my knees, and I, while looking down, enter the room and say, "Happy to be of service, sir."
You see a man in a fine-looking suit. It's not a tuxedo. It's definitely just a fine suit that probably cost more than a number of the tuxedos you saw out in the other room combined. And he is smoking a long Sherlock-style pipe pretty slowly. The room is smoky at this point, and he stands up from a very equally luxurious-looking chair and turns around, and Chris, your jaw drops.
Uh-oh.
You know who this is.
Uh-oh.
This is Haas Thiakos,
Uh-oh.
the cousin to your old boss.
Has he recognized me yet?
As he looks over to the three of you who have been hired out to him for the evening, he looks up and sees Aang and kind of like shakes his head like, good, we have a strong man. Looks down at Hugh and kind of looks puzzled.
I hide.
And wonders why the man has a pot.
I hide.
Where do you hide?
In the room. I hide in a place. Is there a place to hide? I try to hide.
I mean, you've literally hidden behind a bush before.
I have a
like
hood,
covered
so...
yourself in dirt. So
yeah,
I'm sure
I have
you
a
can
hood.
find
I could pull my hood down and just kind of avoid eye contact. I would like to try to hide. I would like to roll to hide, please, and avoid.
That's not how hiding works.
I believe Jerry is right.
Roll to hide. Roll to hide. Maybe I can just try to deceive him and appear to be someone else.
Do you have any spells that would allow you to do such a thing?
Let me think. You know what? I could use darkness, cast darkness, and then run out of the room.
Don't think that would be good.
Yeah, probably not a good way to start the night.
I think you just take your
All right,
chances.
I'm gonna pretend. Maybe he doesn't recognize me. All right, fine.
Also, why is it a big deal if he does?
You don't know this. I know this.
Oh.
So, number
Okay.
one, if Hugh is telling you to not do something, you probably should not do it. And number two, he does notice you. He has his pipe in his hand as he's taking a puff, and as he moves his eyes back up to his normal eye level, his arm just kind of like drops at the elbow, and smoke just kind of creeps up as he exhales, kind of all at once, almost in like a gasp. Gris, it's funny to see you tonight.
Hi, Haas. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Zektown here. Here are a couple shows we think you should check out. In a world shattered, threatened by chaos,
I will have your blood for breakfast.
swarms of demons terrorize the masses.
You kind of hear them as you approach them, all cackling.
Forgotten by the gods who once protected it,
Nyx and Mylaki guide me.
5 heroes make a stand against evil.
Cal, Morgul, of Fia.
I am Horatio King.
I am Nose Manaka.
My friends and allies call me King.
I am Duran the Gale.
But darkness creeps around every corner.
Chaotic Vaguery, striker of the Thunder God.
The drama,
Oh god, they're gonna kill Kaijin!
the romance,
And he embraces him with the cradling motions of the Queen's ice crown on the ship.
and hope.
It's pretty incredible that such powerful people could come together.
Will their courage be enough? Or will chaos sink the world into madness? Descent into the Void, a D&D 5th edition podcast. Download now on all major podcast apps.
Is this thing on?
Angus, can't you see the red light? God, how bad are your eyes?
I can see the red light, but no one said to talk.
Hi, I am Marie Redgate, and this is...
Angus McRae.
And we fight monsters, because those are real.
The boogeyman that you fear, they're real. That thing under your bed is also real. But we're here to fight them.
Kick their ass, but, that's close enough.
Do you even really think we should be doing this?
I mean, who would believe a couple of monster hunters from a little town called Hendrix, which we're stuck in, thanks to you?
Thanks to me.
I would have been gone a long time ago if I still had a car.
Well, I guess you shouldn't have drove it off a bridge.
We interrupt this bickering to inform you that we are Redgate and Wolf, an actual play Monster of the Week podcast.
Wait. Why is it Redgate and Wolf? Should not be Wolf and Redgate. I do all the work, and as she talked about kicking ass, I do that.
You wouldn't be able to go anywhere to kick ass if I didn't drive you there.
You drive me crazy.
Find us on your favorite podcast app now.
Looks like we got a promo here for Game Johns, that's JAWNS. Join Riley and her crew as they delve into everything games, from upcoming titles and nostalgic classics to game development and intriguing interviews. Learn and laugh alongside this ragtag team of indie devs. Whether you want to philosophize about the definition of a game, discuss the hype behind virtual reality, or discover games you've never heard of, Game Johns is the crew for you. For more things Game Johns, check out allmylinks.com/Game Johns, JAWNS, and check out their Twitter at Game Johns for all the news and announcements. And we're back, I swear we're back. Back to the action. Starting now. I must ask, how does one such as yourself find your way here?
Well, that's a long story, and one that I'm not exactly at liberty to say. Let's just say business has brought me to Kellum today.
I'll be sure to tell my cousin when I get back.
Or you could, just forget that you saw me here. I think that would be beneficial to both of us.
Oh, of course. I doubt it, but I'm staying at the Salt Lick Inn tonight. It's the only damned place in this fucking town. Ugh. These cities, Gris, they're nothing like ours, I tell you.
No, nothing's quite like home, Haas. You know that.
So, you'll be my company tonight.
Yeah, indeed. We'll be along for the ride and make sure everything proceeds smoothly, and, you have our guarantee on that.
Our tip-top guarantee.
Yes, exactly.
I see. You the big man.
Yeah.
And you the short man. I need you to,
get all of us some drinks. If you could please, I would like to talk to Gris here for one moment, privately.
Not my usual forte, but sure. What would you like tonight?
4 whiskeys.
At your service. And we go and I kind of pull Hugh with me to go get the drinks.
That's fine.
Chris, you son of a bitch. Do you know the price on your head?
Well, you know I've always loved to live dangerously, Haas. I mean, what's a life without somebody trying to kill you, you know?
Oh my goodness. I will tell you. Bets, she always gives me the best items. Tonight, I think I may have won the auction.
I'm gonna, just place my hand on my rapier and just tell him, Haas, you could be making a big mistake right now. Or, you could be smart. And I know that's not exactly your strong suit.
Saying all this with a movement?
No, I say that I put my hand on a rapier, but I also say these things.
Oh, I thought you were saying I put my hand on my rapier as if to say.
No. I mean, Grizz is pretty emotive, but not that emotive.
Oh my god. Yeah, Gray picked up on your nonverbal communication, but I think this one's going to be a stretch. Roll an intimidation check for me.
All right.
You have your hand on your sword, and you're speaking some hard words.
Shit. That's a 5.
Oof. Haas kind of laughs at you. It's not like a mean laugh, but it's like a confident laugh.
Gris, you know my family. We don't do things always with swords. The deepest daggers pierce well beyond the body. What do I have to do to get you to come on my ship and go back?
Well, Haas, I have a lot of work right now here in the Roselands.
Oh yeah? Work for the family?
A different family. I'm following the goal that's here, to be honest, and I found myself a pretty sweet gig assisting the queen here. And my 2 companions are quite capable warriors in their own rights.
From hitman to hero, huh?
I wouldn't call myself a hero. Heroes don't ask for payment in full.
He claps you on the side, walking up to you now and clasping you on the side.
And Gris, that is what makes you a hero, you dummy.
Well, I've never exactly had, my future's always been in doubt, and this is probably the first time that I know what I'm doing, and I know where I'm going, and that's a pretty good feeling, Haas. You might want to try it yourself sometime.
I am one of the most powerful men in our city. I think I'm fine. But tonight, this is more important. There are several items I am trying to win the bid on, and I need you to make sure... How else? I know you're one of our best. Do you still have your abilities?
Well, I see I rotted away in green foam for a while, and you could say some of those may have atrophied, but I feel I'm up to the task.
I see. Well, I may need your help to get the trash in the main room to be a little quiet on some bids.
I'll give him a quick nod and be like, we can accommodate that, I think.
Good. In particular, I want to buy that black ring. I want to get the helm of the Valkyrie, and I would like to get the golden apple, the apple of discord.
Okay.
If I can get those items tonight, I will consider this a successful auction for the family.
And let's say you acquire all these items tonight, and this is a successful auction for the family. Can you perhaps forget that you saw me in Kellum?
If you make it worth my time here tonight and we get all 3 items, I'll consider it.
Consider it? That works for me.
Have you been to the Salt Lake Inn?
I'm familiar with it. Yes, I've been there.
And nobody else seemed familiar to you?
Well, you do mention that now, and it seemed the the barkeep there just gave me kind of the side eye. I thought she was just being a bitch, but, you know.
My sister has that effect.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy. You know, when she picked her name, I was unsure, but for a fellow mercenary, I think she picked well.
There's a lot in a name, you know, Haas. There's a lot in a name.
Ah, look at you, Gris.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
The wiry part of the bone that never seems to be able to be put away.
Well, or it's the part that you just chew on the longest and gets gets damaged the most. There's a lot of ways to look at it, Haas.
While you guys are yammering on about nonsense,
just Gris's life hanging in the balance.
I'm basically just waiting to shank him, to be honest.
sounds like a Gris problem. Hugh's gonna take several of the bags of colored dirt that he dyed, and he's gonna start casting mold earth on him into various shapes.
On who? Onto yourself?
No. The bags of dirt. I'm gonna cast mold earth on the colored bags of dirt into various shapes of my choosing. That I'll reveal at a later date.
Where are you doing this? Like in the room?
No,
or...
when we left to go get drinks, I just let Aang go off and get the drinks, and then I went off to like a side hallway to do this.
Okay, so you like ran to the bathroom and are in like a bathroom stall right now doing this.
Yep, just casting mold earth on these bags of dirt and putting them back in my bag of holding.
All right, I like it. I'm okay with this. I have a feeling I know where you're headed with it, but I'm okay with it. So yeah, a few moments pass you, and as Gris, you're making this small talk with Haas, Aang, and Hugh. You find each other again, thankfully.
Aang is just barely holding all the glasses of whiskey.
They actually gave me like a small tray that I'm like carrying them on because they didn't trust me to carry all 4 glasses.
I just picture him just like sticking his dirty fingers into the 4 glasses and just soaking his fingers in everyone's drink.
Just a couple claws in each.
Yeah.
You also know Aang's track record with being able to, find his way around places. So.
Oh, thank God I found you. I was almost about to get lost.
In one room with 3 doors and a staircase.
Anything's possible.
Should we go check on Gris?
Yeah. I got a weird vibe from that guy.
Just burst in. Drinks are served.
Thank you, little Hugh. Your friend here was telling me all about you two.
Oh, excellent. I hope he wasn't using our real names like I've told him a million times. I'd say through gritted teeth at Gris.
Of course not, Hugin. Why would I use your real name?
Good.
But to get you two up to speed, tonight I'm looking to buy a black ring, a golden apple, and 1 single helm.
I got a helm right here if you want, and I just take my pot off my head.
That is cute. Gris, I see why you keep him around.
Oh yeah, he's a lot of fun.
No, these items are quite expensive, and you'll see here in these 3 bags of holding, I've arranged the set price I'm willing to pay for each item.
Excellent.
You guys continue to make small talk for another 15-20 minutes, and all of a sudden, the lights in the entire place kind of dim. Like, you kind of have like this side room where there would be the 4th wall looking out to the stage. It's not really there. It has like a half wall, so you can kind of see out, and there's like what you would observe as like probably a very thick glass separating this room from the general area where everyone's bidding. So you can see everything that's happening, and the auctioneer, that's the word I was looking for, can see into where you're sitting, and you're kind of like backlit from behind you. There's a couple sconces with flames burning, so they can see as person you're assisting tonight is making his auction, what do they call that? Bids. Fuck me. Oh, man.
No, you nailed it.
So as the patron that is bidding continues to bid, they're able to be seen from the auctioneer at the center of the stage. And lo and behold, Beth Steelline kind of stands up at the front. She's out of what you remember seeing her yellow, waxy clothing and hat, and is now in a formal gown, all dolled up with one steel hook. Totally normal thing you see every day. And she starts advertising and talking about different items and welcoming everyone to the evening, and that she can't wait for everyone to lose their money, in her opinion. After a while, a couple of the items go by. Several items going for 20,000, 60,000, 100,000 gold. And eventually you see the silver statue being auctioned. At this point, Haz looks over to the three of you and says, "My items should be coming up soon. I need you to make sure that the bids stay low while I'm bidding in here."
Okay, we can do that.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, why are you still here? Go.
We shuffle out into the auction room.
And as expected, Haz was correct. The next item that is up for bid after the silver statue is the black ring. And Betts holds it up in front of the entire crowd and starts talking about it, saying, "Now this is the black ring. It's a glass ring and it has darkness inside it. Any corpse that the wearer touches rises to become a zombie under the wearer's control, and the wearer can try to bring undead that are not under the control under their control." You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that was super clearish.
Hugh's eyes light up
Yeah,
at
honestly,
the
that sounds
mention.
pretty fucking awesome.
At the mention of zombie army. It goes perfectly with my necromancy skills.
I will caveat that it works up to 3 corpses, it says here on the card, and the previous owner lost it, and the UTC acquired it after dispatching 6 zombies, one of them being the previous owner. We will start bidding at 10,000 gold. You see several hands go up. You actually happen, each of you, as you crept into the general assembly room, have each sat like at various points. I think Aang, you probably would have went over to the left, and Hugh, you probably would have went down the center aisle and found someone close to sit next to.
Yep.
And Gris, you went to the right side of the room.
Okay.
And Aang, this time you can see someone bidding almost diagonally in front of you, so you're right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do anything as they're bidding 20,000 gold pieces on this ring?
I just kind of lean forward and put my hand on it on his shoulder, a little firm, and just kind of lean in and like, "That's nothing, guy."
Can you make an intimidation check for me?
Mm-hmm. Let's see how the dice are treating me today.
Chris, why are you putting Thieves' Cant in?
I was just clicking on it to see what I can.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
No, you're good. I was just curious. So, Aang, you rolled a 5 for intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
The hand stays up.
Not hot tonight.
I'm gonna kind of lean over to the person next to me who wants to is trying to get it.
Yeah, there is a second person also bidding, and 21,000, and that's the person that Betts points to in front of you.
And I'm gonna turn to him and say, "Hey, just so you know, that ring is also cursed. I knew the previous owner."
Can you roll a persuasion?
Well, I would ask that I'm trying to deceive them, but I can try to roll persuasion.
Okay, yeah, you can roll deception then, yeah.
20.
Oh God!
Damn, a +9 on your deception?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm a pretty charismatic character. What can I say?
Holy shit.
Sneaky rogue doing sneaky things. Yeah, they fucking tremble and like drop their hand, like they like kind of like shake their hand as if they're like saying, "Cut it out," like I'm out, like I'm too rich for my blood.
Yep.
Okay, looks like we had someone drop 21 all the way from our private auction bidder. And can I hear 22, 22, 22, 23, 23, 20, 24, 24?
Is there anyone by me trying to bid this price up?
There's someone who is shooting their hand up every single time it goes up.
I'm going to take from my bag of holding my charming glasses and put those on.
Yes.
And I'm going to go over to them and I'm going to use one of the 3 charges that the charming glasses have. And I'm going to say, that ring will make your hands look fat.
Does this person have to make a save for that?
No, it just happens.
I don't know if that's real.
That's what it was. That's how I got Grizz to leave me alone for a full day. It lasts for 24 hours.
It's true.
There's no saving roll or anything. It's just they're charmed for 24 hours and they're most agreeable to what I say. Like I can't tell them to jump off a bridge, but they'll do any reasonable thing I'll ask them to do.
So I just double checked it, and I have to make a DC save of 13.
What? That's not what we did with Grizz.
Did you use it on Grizz before?
Definitely
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
That was the only night we were friends.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
I will roll at disadvantage.
Excellent.
That is an 8. The person has failed miserably, and they will cringe at what you said, believing everything, and drop their hand. Oh, 20, okay, back to 23. Do we have 24? 24, anybody? Oh, private bid, 24, 25. Is anybody here? 25,
When he says
25,
private
25.
bid, he's referring to Haas?
Yes.
Okay.
And, going once, going twice, 3 times. Sold to our private bidder.
Hugh bounds up to collect the item.
Oh boy.
Hugh, what are you doing? Like, Bets kind of like looks at you like walking up to the front like, Hugh, what are you, we do this to the side.
Oh, sorry.
Did you even bring up the cash?
Nope, sorry. Just a little excited. Sorry, first time.
It's fine. Just go back to the private room or whatever he told you to do.
Okay.
Okay, next thing we have here tonight, and this goes on for a couple more hours, and then finally, another item of interest is called, and the helm of this one's the helm of the Valkyrie. As you can see, it's a beautiful helm, very beautifully engraved. There's some gems, and wouldn't it be nice if you could have something that enraptures the Asimar and the Celestials, reaping the souls from the battlefields, and grants the wearer radiant damage on each of their blows. We're going to start this bid at 15,000 gold pieces. 15,000. Go 16. Do I have 6? Do I hear 16? This time, Aang, there's a person behind you who is bidding pretty heavily. And Hugh, same thing. Someone behind you, and Gris, the person directly to your right, is bidding on this item.
I'm gonna lean over to the person to my right and say, "Hey, just so you know, I heard this item's cursed. The last owner died."
All right, just worked once.
Gonna ride this horse till it dies, huh?
13.
Thank God for that fucking +9 too. Again.
The person to your right, Gris, kind of looks at you and glares. It's like, and they like mouth to you silently. I heard you.
Can I respond?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna I have my my black handled dagger on the side of me, and I lift it up a little bit. I don't like take it out of the scabbard, but I just lift it up like a 1/4 inch. Be like, yeah, I know. I'm the curse.
Now roll an intimidation check. Sure, that's definite intimidation.
Oh shit. Kidding.
They keep bidding for the next couple bids. Aang, Hugh, what are you doing with the people behind you?
And I use my second charge on my charming glasses, and I just look him in the eye, and I just say, "You left your water running."
And because there's no running water here, there's just like a guy running back and forth, filling up a tub with water.
The person behind you gets up and walks out. I need to get to my ship.
Damn right.
And Aang, what about you? What are you doing?
I turn around and I'm just like, that helmet will never fit on your head.
But no intimidation or deception or magic glasses. He just turns around. He's just an asshole to the person.
Exactly. Just trying to, basically be a complete dick to them and talk them out of it.
Vicious mockery.
Now, Aang, do you really think that their head would not fit in there, or are you just being rude?
Both.
Roll a deception for me too.
All right. 10.
They are going to keep
God
betting.
damn it.
So now we have another. Okay, what was that? 17. I hear 17. The person behind you raises their hand again. 17. Okay, 18. Do I hear 18? The person behind next to you, Gris, raises their hand.
I take one of my I'll grab one of my ball bearings, my concussive ball bearings, and drop it at their feet.
Oh my god.
It's the curse.
You know they're like flashbangs, right?
Yeah.
I would advise against this course of action.
I'm gonna blame it on the guy. I'm not. It wasn't me. I throw it at his feet.
Roll sleight of hand for that.
Okay, that's probably good.
To like not get caught. Like if you're trying to get, are you trying to get caught?
No, I'm not trying to get caught. 12.
Oh no, you get caught.
No, that's not a bad roll.
A 12?
That's not a bad roll. That's above average.
It's not a good roll.
It's not a bad roll.
Good.
It's like a little better than average.
You're right at not being seen doing it. But then as you drop this thing, a bright light flashes and your hand is still like right next to their leg where you dropped it. And now everyone has gotten up and is like yelling and screaming. And you just see Bets in the front of the room saying, "Hey everybody, can you please sit down? We really need to keep going. Oh my god, this is what I get for finding help at the docks."
I just look over at Grizz and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I just turn to him. I'm like, I literally don't know what I'm doing.
Continuing on here, 18, anyone? 18? Aang, the person behind you, raises their hand again.
I turn around and take a look at him again, and put this time I like put my hand on like around his knee and like kind of squeeze, and I'm like, you don't want this helmet.
Okay. Make a performance check out of that.
No. Is Aiden is Aang giving the guy an HJ so he doesn't?
I said his knee. Jesus Christ, man! Try to like.
Hey, no judgment, man. It's a job. A hand job's still a job, okay?
15.
They are uncomfortable. Stand up and leave the auction and stop.
Your loss.
18. Do I hear 18? 18 from the private bidder. And Gris, the guy next to you, kind of looks at you and is just like petrified. Yeah, and is just like, I'm not that crazy. 18 going once, 18 going twice. 18 sold to the private bidder. And you continue on for a little bit longer. It's starting to dwindle. People are filing out a little bit as the night goes on. You have, like, as I was saying, like maybe an hour later, get to the last couple items. And one of the last item that you are trying to help your bidder get for the night. This is one of our piece de la resistance. This is the Apple of Discord. She holds up a golden apple. On this beautifully engraved apple are the words "to the fairest" in Elvish. I believe you say it as Fanzadan. That's Elvish, I promise. This apple radiates powerful enchantment magic that drives the vain to desire possession of this item and will drive them to their ends. Whatever that means. I don't know. It's on the card.
Hugh wants it.
Of course Hugh does.
As this is one of our final items, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are left know that these are our high-ticket items. The bidding of this item will start at 100,000 gold pieces.
Grizz spits up a part of his drink.
There are very few people bidding on this now. Aang, you see one person in the front row on your side, several rows in front of you. It's going to be difficult to get to them at this moment. But you do notice that there are a couple seats available nearby, but not exactly within direct range. Hugh, you see someone to 2 rows in front of you who is like half ready to bid on it. They're not 100% sure. And Gris, people have just left around you. They're scared.
I'm just popping and locking right now in celebration.
Yeah, I guess in some regard you were very successful at what you were supposed to do tonight, because you've scared a number of people away with your concussive bearings. Oh, is that? I do see 100. 100. Can I get 110? 110.
I'm going to save the third and final charge on my charming glasses. And for the guy by me, I'm going to cast silence on him. Word of command, and my 1-word command is silence. So you have to achieve a wisdom saving throw, otherwise you must obey.
What do I have to beat?
13.
Well, I did not beat a 13.
Shut the fuck up!
Does that stop them from making hand gestures?
You speak a 1-word command to the creature you can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. You may issue command other than one described here. I mean, it says it has to follow the command.
And you're doing this to the person near you?
Yes.
Okay. First 2 rows in front of
Or if they were, how are they bidding? Are they bidding with a placard, or are they bidding by saying stuff?
It's like a placard. They each have they raise their hand. With a placard.
Instead of silence, then I'll say stillness.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. I didn't want you to get screwed over on it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say stillness.
Excellent. Yeah, they did not pass that, so they were about to bid on 110, and then they're just like, no, I should. 110. Oh, we have 110 from our private bidder. Do I hear 120?
I slowly creep up. I kind of quietly go up to as close to the person in the front that I can, and just kind of try to basically make them really cold to try to just get up and leave. So I kind of use my frost breath, but not in a way to actually hurt them. Basically, just to try to
I like that.
Basically, make them way too cold to be able to stand being there.
Cool. So normally, whenever you do that for damage, I have to make a wisdom saving throw, or what is that for your breath?
Usually for that it is. Why can I never remember where this is?
It's a dex save, so I'm gonna make a dex save at disadvantage because they don't know what's happening. And can you actually make me are you moving over there stealthily?
I mean, as quietly as I guess stealthily.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you're able to do that. You are kind of terrible at stealth, but for what's going on, there's other people shuffling about, leaving, slowly filtering out and stuff like that. So the person that you're trying to do this to is not super surprised. They are not paying attention as you do this, and they will. They'll rub the back of their neck, and shiver, and eventually they'll just grab their jacket and leave.
Nice.
This just isn't worth it. I must have drank too much tonight. So we have 110, 110 one more time. And 110 to our private bidder. Thank you very much. On to our other final items. And the net goes on. But you guys have secured the 3 items that you wanted to. Not exactly the way you wanted to. I think that bets may detract some of your pay for that escapade there, Gris. But we'll...
Wasn't me.
You'll cross that bridge when it happens.
I'm a little bummed I didn't get to tell someone that this cursed item is actually cursed. That was the payoff. I never got the payoff.
That's true. The only one of the real cursed items.
Yeah, hey, I hear this item's cursed. Yeah, it was in the description. We know.
That's why I'm bidding on it. Thank you. That's funny as hell. So the 3 of you could now probably make your way back to Haas, as there's nothing else that he needs you to bid on or help him bid on tonight.
We should go facilitate the exchange of money and goods.
Indeed.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on, boys.
Hey, I'm gonna turn to Hugh and Ang and be like, hey, we're We're like killing this guy after this auction's over, right?
And I just go shh shh shh
All right,
shh shh.
all right.
Just follow my lead.
I tap my nose. Because like,
I
Hugh,
kinda, like,
Hugh-
zip over
Hugh and
my
I are on the
mouth.
same page right now because like he wants the stuff and I just don't want him to leave this place.
So you just want to leave. Jerry wants to steal all the things.
Is going.
And Aang's just here.
Yeah,
for the ride.
I just want another whiskey.
Do you bring in another round of whiskeys?
Yes.
Yes.
With you as
Yes.
you enter.
To celebrate, let's actually bring in 2 rounds of whiskeys. Let's get him good and
Hold
liquored
on,
up.
wait a second. I have 3 mystery potions that I got from the Underwoods. I'm gonna put one in his whiskey. I'm gonna look at the one that what do they look like?
We really want to put mystery potions at this junction.
In
I literally have a plan in place. Do not fuck this up for
okay,
me.
all right. I tap my nose again.
Is your nose okay, Chris?
It's good.
It's good.
Told you to kick that snuff habit.
So you enter with your double round of whiskeys, and Haas looks back as you enter the room. Ah, excellent. Thank you for trying to keep it low. I wish you would have kept it a little bit more low profile, Chris.
Hey.
I hope that Bets doesn't think I was trying to fix anything.
No, she won't know. You know me, Haas. I always end a party with a bang.
It was midway through.
I tap my nose.
Anyways, take the first 2 bags over there. That should cover everything.
Excellent. All right, Aang and Grizz, pick those up and come with me.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back.
We're
with
gonna
the goods.
go over to exchange the moolah for the goods.
Okay, as you go back into the general assembly room where the bidding is taking place, they're bidding on like the last item. You hear that it's some kind of random. It's called the ascot of the serpent. She's you hear Bets just like talking it up pretty heavily, but it's really just like a shiny silk ascot. There's a couple other things about it, but you aren't paying attention to what she's saying. As you go over to the side table, where there is a plucky young assistant, looks very similar to Bets. You might think that there's a relation somewhere there, but he's kind of writing things down as people are bringing up their money and taking their goods with them for the night as they're leaving. Can I help you?
We're here to pick up our goods. We have payment, and we would like our 3 items, please.
And you are? Who are you? Are you? Did you bid on? I didn't see you bid on anything.
We're with the private bidder.
So you have all that there. What was it? 110 plus 17, and what's the other one? What was the other one? Like 24?
Can I try persuasion and say it's less than that so we can pocket the difference?
Yeah, you can try some persuasion.
You have a -1 on persuasion.
Yeah.
So that was a 5. And unfortunately, with a 5,
I just say, nah, it was less than that.
he looks at you, smiles. Come on, I'm young. I'd say plucky even, but I'm not dumb.
All right, Grizz and Aang, pay the man. And I snap.
Just set my bag of coins just right on the table in front of him. Big old thud.
Chris, sorry, do you lay your bag down?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. She exchanges that for the black ring, the helm, and the apple. Or he does that, sorry. And he says, have a good evening, and I hope that your client has had a wonderful, thrilling adventure tonight.
Oh, he has. And we scoop up the items. And on the way back, is there like a little like hallway to walk back to the private room?
Yes, so there's like a little side door next to the table that allows you to kind of loop back to the main entryway. And as you're leaving, the guy actually says to you, "Oh, and I like your glasses, by the way."
Oh, why, thank you. So as we go out the hallway into the less crowded area. He was gonna pull from his bag of holding the items that he prepared with mold earth, which are replicas of the 3 items that we bid on tonight. And I'm going to use sleight of hand to swap out my mold earth replicas with the real things in the displays.
Oh my god.
Huh. It's a lot riding on a sleight of hand.
Well, it's colored. It's colored. The mold earth is the perfect sculpture, and then the color with the dyes to make it in as close replica as possible, so that you would have to examine it closely in order to tell that it's fake.
Oh my god. What did I do? Why did Jerry roll so good on the random table? That black ring was like number 96.
Yeah, Hughes taking that black ring. That's Hughes. You guys can have the other 2
I'll have
items,
the
but
helmet.
I'm taking the black ring.
Doesn't the helm make you die? Oh, no, that's the apple, right?
The Apple of Discord is a golden apple engraved with the words, "To the fairest" in Elvish. The apple radiates powerful enchantment magic that drives the vain to desire possession of this item.
Okay.
So, what I'm going to say is that people who you show this item to, as they observe it, they have to make a Constitution save, and let's say Con 13. Otherwise, they'll start to desire this Apple of Discord and will start getting really soccery, real swim fan, real quick.
Gotcha.
And then the other item, as a reminder, was the Helm of the Valkyrie, which grants the wearer radiant damage. And for that, I would say that it's going to deal, as you make like a martial weapon attack, so not a ranged attack. It has to be like an attack with like a melee weapon. It'll allow you to deal an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
That's all you, Ang.
Cool. I'm down for it.
And you will have to spend an hour attuning to that item. So what are you guys doing with these items? Like, are you just putting them in like your bag of holding right now?
Yeah,
like,
mine's one of my bag
Yeah,
of holding.
we'll put the real items in the bag of holding, and then the mold earth fake items in the display cases.
Excellent. Sounds perfect.
Wait, can I want to write down my ring? So it's zombie ring.
The black ring?
Yeah.
96.
I really like that helmet,
I get-
to be honest.
Yeah, that was another totally random roll.
I have no use for my crown, but whatever. I could probably pawn it for some more flashbangs.
Was that the 97? That was the Valkyrie helm, the 97.
No, the Valkyrie helm was number 73. I rolled additional ones off to the side. The black ring was the number 97 was the shattered sword. The shattered sword was actually pretty amazing. If the sword can be reforged to its former glory, it is believed that the wielder can unite and rule a broken and divided kingdom to return it to power.
That sounds pretty good.
We bet on that one.
We just started a whole other side quest.
We're gonna track down the buyer and.
So the black ring is a glass ring with darkness inside of it. Any corpse that the bearer touches rises to become a zombie under the wearer's control, and the wearer can try to bring undead not under their control by touching. The effect lasts for 24 hours, and you can use this on a maximum of 3 corpses.
Per long rest, or just in general?
For 24 hours.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, that's that.
Sweet.
So you're gonna take these fake items into Haz. All right. You open the door to see Haz again, and he's sitting on his chair quite happily. So these are the items.
Yep. Here they are. Genuine article.
Good. You'll be able to take it to my ship. The 3 items. It is the last ship on the southern part of the port.
Sure thing. No problem.
And after this, I will need you no longer.
Perfect.
Well, you have a mighty fine night now. You hear?
Excellent.
Hey,
tell my guards I give permission.
And Haas, I trust you keep our little meeting under your hat for a while, yeah?
In Thieves' Cant, he actually responds to you with like a pull on his ear, signaling that he heard nothing. He points to one eye and kind of pulls the eyelid down a little bit, saying that he saw nothing, and flicks his finger across his lips, which to you means that he's going to say nothing.
And I will tap my nose. And that secretly means I think someone ripped ass in here, and I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Oh my god! As you walk away with your two compatriots carrying these items, they're like box stuff. You were able to like switch them out of the boxes and get everything right. Haas says to you, "Make sure you tell my sister I said hello."
Will do.
And you guys exit out the gift shop, essentially. You see that the auction is now over, and people are just kind of mingling and staying around. And Bets is kind of running around mingling herself. You see her now with that beautiful gown that she's wearing. And she walks up to you three and says, "Well, are you serious? I try to pay you guys very well to be discreet. Discreet." She looks at you, Gris. "Do you know what that means?"
I had nothing to do with it for once.
I'll look at her and be like, "Hey, sorry things got a little out of hand in there, but well, our buyer was pretty forceful in that the items that he wanted he had to have, and you know, he's also making sure that he gets these items. So I apologize."
You're lucky. Well, you're lucky he forked over 110,000 gold for that one item.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. Yep, we did the job, and we're getting the hell out of here.
Can we have our money now?
Bye.
Sure. Talk to my son, the one that was at the table. He'll give you your money.
All right,
Great.
I walk.
And you see the kid still at the table.
I walk to the sun.
Money, please.
Oh, you're.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh my god.
Money, please.
He looks up. "Are you serious?" And like pushes over three small stacks of platinum pieces, and you can see that there are roughly what like would guess is accurate 100 platinum pieces each.
And I'll look at him and I'll say, I thought the deal was for 110 platinum each.
Are you gonna roll a deception on that?
Yeah, I guess so. It's a 17.
Usually my mother only gives out gold contracts. That's why I'm paying you with platinum. We had so much paid in platinum tonight. Are you sure? That doesn't seem right.
I mean,
here's another 10.
Cool. All right.
Sweet, thank you.
Way too easy.
I mean, you rolled like a 17 for deception. Like he's like,
I'm not complaining.
He's like some rando NPC. Like he has like a +1 maybe.
Just trying to live his NPC life, man. Now he's gonna get yelled at. Do you ever think about the consequences of the things we do? Like he's gonna get reamed out after work by his manager, all because of us. By his mother.
That's even worse.
Paying an extra 30 platinum piece.
And each platinum is 100 gold, right?
A platinum is worth
10 gold. 10 gold. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like 100 platinum would be 1,000
Gotcha.
gold.
What about Ethereum pieces? I have 11 Ethereum pieces.
Those are less than gold, I think.
It looks like it's more than silver, but less than gold.
When the hell did I give you those?
I don't know, but I have 11 Ethereum pieces.
I've never heard of us using Ethereum. I think you might have meant to put them in as gold pieces, Jerry.
Did you just find them in like a chest somewhere? Because I could see that happening.
I don't know.
Are you sure you wrote that down instead of adamantine?
Oh, maybe it was adamantine. Because I have adamantine. I have 640 adamantine.
I don't think I have any of that.
There's no spot for adamantine.
No, I have it written down in my.
It's just
in
like
my...
a side.
It's like a raw material. It's like a rock. It's a mineral.
Gotcha.
And I still have a very large bag of Stardust. I'm like, I have a lot of like.
You actually don't have the adamantine or the Stardust. You gave that to Jerry, who's working on armor.
The adamant. Oh, I did. Okay.
Yeah, that was during our.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll get rid of those then. Good to know.
Yeah. So that is being worked on.
Have we?
Yeah. So you have your items, and you need to take them to his ship.
Yep.
The last ship that you also remember seeing them taking explosive crates off of, if you recall.
Oh yeah.
You had rolled perception rolls high enough to see, like, at the south end, the last ship they were taking off these crates that had UTC logos and also no fire around here logos, like, painted onto the boxes.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, like, as we're walking this stuff back to a ship, right? That's what we're doing. I'm just I'm on guard. I'm like I'm looking around. I'm making sure we're not being followed, because I don't trust. Even though he told me he's not gonna say anything, I don't trust that he's not gonna try to get us onto a ship and leave with us. So.
I mean, you did save him money and get him the things that he wanted, so I don't know. What's honor among thieves?
Yeah, I don't trust him. I mean, that's part of being a thief, so.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just saying I'm aware.
Okay. So I'll say with that, you're going to probably be walking at half speed because you're being extra cautious.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Extra cautious. So you guys make it over there. There are a large number of armed men on this boat. It's not a joke. I think Q and Aang, you kind of get the picture that your companion maybe had a separate lifestyle before the one that he came into with you. And you drop the materials off with the guard. They barely let you even on the ship. You go up the gangplank and hand over the boxes, basically. And they kind of look at you. A couple of them look at you, Gris. Most of them are tieflings. And they look at you like, what the fuck are you doing here? And they say, thank you, good night. And are done for the evening. You're free.
All right. As we're walking back to the Salt Lick, it's like night, it's like late evening, right? So I think we're just gonna.
Oh yeah, at this point it's like.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna walk back to the Salt Lick and head to my room.
Same.
Do you say anything as you enter, or just go straight up the stairs?
I'm just gonna tell the guys like, hey, obviously we all have a past, and that was unexpectedly running into part of mine. But I want you to know that the tiefling that stands before you is not the same one that ran with the Thayakos clan. And I'm on a different path now, and I'm trying to do different things. So I'd appreciate it if we can just sort of not talk about it.
Works for me, but those guys gave me a weird fucking vibe, man.
Yeah, they're not cool people for sure.
And as you enter the Salt Lake Inn, the bartender, who you now can place the face as Haas's sister, Mercy, is just drying a glass and curls her mouth into a smile as three of you enter in. Good evening, boys.
And
can I get you anything?
I'm gonna nod to her and say, hi, Mercy. Long time no see.
I wouldn't say a long time. It's only been a few hours.
I think you know what I mean.
She smirks. So that drink?
I'm gonna pass for now. I'm going to bed.
What about you two?
Where was that guy whose ship we were gonna get on to hunt ghosts or something? We should just go with him right now.
It's like 2 a.m. That's we have to go to the clerics and talk to them. And
I would prefer to go sooner rather than later.
I don't think is he here?
You look around and you do not see Greg.
Yeah, I don't think he's around here.
Just don't think it's the best idea for us to just hang around at the scene of the crime.
There's no crime, we just assisted a buyer in an auction. I mean, yeah, he's a shady underworld guy, but there's no crime. And I tap my nose like.
And we're gonna go to sleep in the inn of his sister. I'm just saying this is not the best idea.
He's also staying here. Also, just reminding you guys of that too. He is staying here as well.
I'm gonna. Yeah, that's a good point.
So like he's not on his boat, so he can't actually know that he has fakes just yet.
All right, I'm gonna walk back out of the Salt Lick and go towards the Hunter's Lodge. I'm gonna see if there's anyone up there. I'm gonna see if maybe Ingrid can help us out.
You go over to the Salt Lake Inn and the doors are locked.
The Hunter's Lodge? The door's locked there?
Yeah, it's locked for the night, yeah.
Okay. I think we have. I'm gonna turn to Hugh and be like, I think we've painted ourselves into a corner here. Maybe we just take our chances and sleep tonight and then head out first thing in the morning.
Okay, I guess we can try that. And Hugh's gonna go in his room and then climb out the window and sleep on the roof tonight.
And sleep where?
Sleep on the roof.
Yeah, Grizz is just gonna go in his room. He's gonna lock and bolt the door. He's gonna push his bureau over in front of it, and then lock the window. Make sure the windows are locked, and he's gonna like see out the window. He's gonna see Hugh sleeping on the slate roof and just kind of like shake his head, and then I'm gonna lock my window and then I'm going to sleep as well.
Yeah, I'm going into my room, making sure everything is well locked and secured, and I just I look at Remulus and I'm like, keep an ear out.
I can't wait until you guys get your throats slit in the middle of the night.
And that's where we're gonna leave off for
Thanks, Hugh, for that foreshadowing. In retrospect, it probably wasn't a good idea to rip off a crime under boss and then sleep in the same place he is.
We love it. We love it. All about that danger.
Man.
Thanks for listening to the Natural Ones podcast. You can find us on Twitter at the Nat Ones Cast or on Facebook, facebook.com/the Nat Ones Cast. You can email us, thenatonescast@gmail.com, or find us individually. You can find Aiden at Alakaya A58. You can find Zeki at Zektown, Jerry at JMEE3RD, or myself at Pat Uglo. Thanks for listening, and is that another natural one?
And his sister runs the place, so she has keys to every
Yep.
room. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why you guys think locking the door is going to do anything.
I put a bureau in front of it.